scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. Tell is, Vermin was once a Beastren kingdom.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
Is there aught I can assist you with? Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tellys, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us. Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Tellys, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them. I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
Does Sir Lubomir know of this basement sick room, I wonder? Mayhap we ought to ask him about it. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Right you are.
'Twould be prudent to investigate the most suspicious place first, methinks. Shall we make for the basement sick room? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We're here, Master. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good. Might I beg but a moment of your time?
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night without fail. Perhaps you could wait for her to leave and slip into the basement sick room then.
This place never fails to calm my spirit.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope.
Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness. Magistrate Waldar must be having a hard time without his spectacles. Shall we make haste for the masquerade hall? Onward to Burnworth Castle. Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Could you come over here? Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
They're the same tired sign that all is well.
Partial to a little quiet from time to time.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace. Hope I didn't leave the pot on top.
All I need my health, I suppose.
So many happy
Work done
voices
gracious.
carried on the wind.
I only pray my watch finishes without it all my days. So
That's acting up today. Days like this make
Falls on me to
be alive. Minute now.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun. It falls on me to resolve this.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Those are Magistrate Walder's spectacles, are they not? We ought to return them to him at once. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master. I've noted the location on your map.
It seems we already possess what's required of us. Right, just follow me.
Puts me in the mood for a song. My back. Those new recruits barely lift their swords. I've scripture to recite once I've said my prayers. Minute now.
So dull when there's nothing doing.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
Good. We're here.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude. I begin to doubt doubt I will e'er find the time to read every tome within these walls.
Frey, follow me.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Generous heart shall be rewarded in
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
at your death.
I mean, trade favors the patient, I would say.
Will someone do aught about this?
Only person I believe in is myself.
When battling monsters, the basic strategy is to overpower them with superior numbers. Larger monsters are always a threat, but they are hardly clever creatures, and are simple enough to overwhelm. That said, I have heard whispers of a more intelligent beast. A monster who seeks a battle of wits instead of brawn. Sounds positively fearsome, if you ask me. I only hope I ne'er encounter such a foe.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Quite the predicament.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Welcome.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Another day of work awaits.
Always another errand to see to.
Would you mind coming over here?
Someone talked about this.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
What am I supposed to do?
I'll teach him a lesson he will soon forget.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our...
It would be prudent to investigate the most suspicious place first, methinks. Shall we make for the basement sick room? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
Follow me, if you would.
Just remember, I've somewhere to be. Unless you're dealing with there's nothing doing.
Here we are.
I need it. I need it. I need more medicine!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
I suppose 'tis so.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so.
We have arrived.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
There's no great shock to me.
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
Might we not seek out the individuals to whom these records of treatment belong, and question them about Lady Elena? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
That's quite enough.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Elena? Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Over here, if you please.
Just remember, I've somewhere to be. Finish it tomorrow. Is there anything to do around here?
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. No one makes that here.
"'Tis this way.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
I be seeing you.
Lord Phaesus. 'Tis a name of great import. Of that I'm certain.
That's odd.
Pray, follow me.
Need anything? Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs.
This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
I suppose 'tis so.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make, though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I've found some materials we could use to enhance our equipment. You can view their location on the map.
How might I aid you, sir?
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Well, this is no good.
It's
Can't let
been
myself
a
get
hard
distracted.
day.
At least I can go.
Fine.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Well, where are you going?
This is quite a quandary.
Some battles can be
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
You dare incite my wrath?
Battle is best avoided here.
Okay, proceed into the depths?
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Understood.
When does my water hold?
It seems to me we'll find some rare materials here.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Bread on the table.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of felled beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
dusting. I've little else to do.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
It's just life.
I've got the sharpest gears in town. Polished it this morning.
It's
I'm
this
nodding
way.
off where I stand.
I've not an inkling of what to do.
I've seen better days.
I've not trained for this.
Reckon your road's been a long one. No use hiding it. I've seen my share of weary countenances. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
A good day to you. Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked what he was doing with it, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels.
Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall tales in the tavern of late. I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the Gigantus. Have you heard it? 'Tis said to descend in times of conflict, scattering friend and foe alike, and leaving only death and ruin in its wake. Sounds like the last thing we need, doesn't it?
How might I be of assistance?
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me, all pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
Follow me, if you would. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
Fire's fury shan't be abated this low. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Lay down your arms, or you'll hurt yourself. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
me get that. There's no need to go the long way round when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Would you mind coming over here?
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray keep your wits about you. We'd need them to go barging in.
We have reached our destination.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
We ring the peasant put to sea! Focus your strength, Arisen!
Alter, you! It's
That was superb, Arisen. To the chest. I shall take a look inside. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Lay down your arms before you hurt yourself.
I'll have a look around. See what else I can find.
Well fought, Arisen. Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Resounding success!
Too late.
Are we ignoring the enemy today? As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Where are the skeletons? The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are.
Strike fast and Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I'll tell you. It's
I'm coming, Master! We appreciate you in your charge!
Thanks.
Have no fear. Everything will be alright.
Uh-oh. Methinks the fiend felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Are you alright? I'll hold the enemy at bay.
Well done. Nicely done. How would you like to take care of the remainder? Splendid.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Halt, I say! Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the element.
over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'll turn you into a pinker to the hot goblin!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a minute.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
This is quite the rare find.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. Trade, allow me to open your chest.
You'll not live to regret this!
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Got to keep it together.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I spy the remains of an ox cart. Do the fiends of this world hold nothing sacred?
The work of goblins, mayhap.
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look. The undead have come to face us! Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I will finish this here and now. Over here, if you please.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Here we are.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
Very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
It's no great shock to me.
We have reached our destination. Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master. I've noted the location on your map.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I've found some materials we could use to enhance our equipment. You can view their location on the map.
suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat.
Need anything?
I'll take any chance not to think on my...
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I've little enough gold to spend as it is.
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you for? Not that I really need to ask. Aye, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. I've assembled the finest wares for leagues around. Do come again?
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
Need anything?
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Swapping story is one of life's great pleasures.
Got to be ready to give the signal.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Aught I can help with? Many thanks to you.
I'm dead on my feet. Maybe I'll get right here.
Well met, sir.
Living's
How's
hard,
the day
but
treating
dreams
you
are
then?
free,
Perchance Sir Ratcliffe has finished examining the medicine master. Let us go and see him. Certainly, master. I can take you to this individual.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We're here, master.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
Would you mind coming over here?
While you're here, eh? Can't help but see a turncoat making a living as a soldier. There's no easy thing making a living as a soldier.
Master, do bear in mind that a fairy stone can shorten a long day's journey into a single instant.
Tis no great shock to me.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
Tis the Arisen's choice to make, though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Come on then! Fire!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Your magic's evaded and must be recast. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. What does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Is there aught I can help you with? Oh, if you're looking... He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid. No need to worry. I spend my days in quiet reflection. A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
What are you doing?
Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
So tired. I'd get just about anywhere.
What is your purpose here?
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brandt. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Our soldiers need better
Over here, if you please. We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. So the acting chief of Melve was blamed. I suspect this is some ploy of the Queen Regent and her ilk to lay claim to the village territory. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside of Deesa's reach. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
And with that, our task is done.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Splendid.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Would you mind coming over here?
Not sure what's best.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
A blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
I scarce know what to make of this outcome.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
Over here, if you please. The trial of archery is nigh. If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Sir Glindor trains. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Where are you going?
You stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of faces. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business. Much obliged, sir. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
When does my watch end?
Interested in my wares? Look as long as you please.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Always a pleasure.
Would you mind coming over here? Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. You made me the pawn I am today, Arisen. I shall endeavor to repay your generosity in our travels to come.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. How might I serve you, Arisen?